Come to my channel for writing. Stay for the card shuffling ASMR. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm in a different location because I'm actually on a writing retreat, but I still have to film a video for you all this week because I'm trying to get back into the flow of actually creating content. So this week, since I'm starting working on a new book, put in quotes, I decided it would be fun to use my tarot cards just for a little bit of fun, tomfoolery, shenanigans, if you will. I don't talk a lot about my own spiritual journey and faith and stuff, but I do love using tarot cards. I've used them a lot in the past. I don't know if I've ever shown them off in a video. I just have the Smith-Waite tarot deck, borderless edition, that I got actually where I'm at right now, which is in Michigan. Currently, I'm sitting and I can see the lake from here, not Mackinac Island, not like one of the Great Lakes, but currently looking at it. The sun is out, it's nice and cool, kind of giving fall vibes, so I figured why not do a little tarot reading for myself. I am not super well versed in doing my own kinds of like tarot spreads, so I did have to look up some stuff on the internet. Actually, if you subscribe to my newsletter, I talk about a tarot pool that I did in the middle of August that was about inspiration and creativity. I considered doing that one for this one, but I decided to pick something else because why not? But I will leave links down below to some tarot spreads that you could do if you're curious about this, if you have your own cards and you're like wondering what I look for or what I use personally when I'm doing a little tarot situation, you know? I'm gonna do some shuffling. I'm gonna be thinking. I'm going to be doing this for the Dragon book, which is my most recent project that I'm gonna be working on. I talked about it in my last video if you wanna go check that out if you haven't already. But essentially, I'm back in my fantasy era, which is super duper exciting for me. It feels like I've been away from it for a while, which I was super burned out from it. I did post a couple of vlogs working on the Eclipse project or 3 for a Funeral, and vlogging does really help me. So this is kind of just, you know, a chill, relaxed vlog kind of video where we talk about tarot and I see what insights I can gain as I continue to outline and work on the Dragon project, on the Draconian Legacy, on the Dragon book. I'm a little bit nervous, just a touch, to be talking about it and like getting back into it. I feel a little nervous about it, that's all. I'm kind of trying to get back into the flow of creativing. I need to get back into the flow of creativity, and that has been kind of difficult for me. I've had not the best year of my life, but of course being here in this magical place that I love so much, looking at the beautiful lake, it's a gorgeous day outside, hoping to cultivate some of that energy. And we're gonna see what that energy holds for me today with my tarot cards. My tarot cards, I will say, are very attuned to me. They tend to read me for filth, and I'm ready for it. I find tarot would be really helpful, even if you're not a spiritual person or don't really like, you know, believe in like the universe or God or something. I find tarot is a really good use of reflection, trying to figure out what you should do. I feel stuck a lot of times in my life, and I find that tarot has really helped me move forward or like move in a new direction or even just reflect on the direction I've come from. The card that's on the bottom actually is the Hermit, which feels appropriate because I am a hermit. It's me, I'm a hermit. I have my computer down here, that's why I'm looking. Also, this is just gonna be a kind of tarot reading for the book itself, for like my feelings on it and what I should be focusing on, what I should be cultivating while I'm working on the book itself. You can also use tarot. I know Laura Nettles does this. She uses tarot to figure out like her characters and her plots and stuff. There's also definitely some tarot spreads you can do to figure out like your theme and even like plot points and like the way the plot should fall. I found a couple of those. I'll leave all the links that I found in my research that I did last night when I fell down a rabbit hole down below in case you're interested and you have your own deck and you want to try it out. So the spread I'm going to be doing is from this place called Angelic Tarot Soul Coaching. I don't know anything about this person personally, but I did really like the spread that was set up. So I will put it up on the screen here. This is what the spread will end up looking like. I did try to set up a secondary camera so I could show you like what the floor looks like. I'll take pictures, post them up on the screen while I'm doing it to give you a visual. Unfortunately, I don't have a secondary camera where I can like do that. I do have an iPad, but my iPad, like it's not working out. Just trust me, I tried. I actually picked this one because it's from a person named Lisa. And so, of course, if you come to the Trouble Stream, you know that Yes Lisa is our unofficial motto of the channel. Yes Lisa, which comes from a typo that Grapefry did, where she was typing Yes Lisa, and it turned out into Yes Lisa. She put the space in the wrong place. So now it's a whole thing because we love to beat a dead horse. This is a 5-card spread, and so there's 5 like things. I don't know what she would call them. And basically she says that she watched a video about the 4 levels of existence: being, feeling, thinking, and doing. And she basically was like, what kind of tarot spread could I create to help people unleash their creativity instead of being stuck in front of the soaps on the telly? Then she says that she stumbled upon an article, 25 things you should know about creativity, and then an excerpt from the first paragraph. So let me just say this up front: creativity is fantastic. It's a necessity, not just for us. Oh, it's not just, it's, oh my God, I can't fucking read. You know, it'd be helpful if I put on my glasses. Okay, there we go. It's a necessity not just for us witty creative types, but for all people everywhere. Parents, astronauts, custodians, detectives, cowboys, Navy SEALs, harbor seals, like seals? Custodial astro cowboys, detectives, and so on. Creativity is the fire we stole from the gods. And apparently this article speaks about creativity being worthless without action. She created this Circle of Creativity Life Purpose tarot spread, and the center card represents the catalyst for sparking creative ideas into actions. Very interesting to me. It's a 5 spread, and then the middle one is like a catalyst thing. So there's being, feeling, thinking, doing, catalyst. It's gonna be kind of simple, let's hope so. And I do use Biddy Tarot to like do my interpretations of the cards, in case you're wondering. So I'm just gonna do some shuffling while I'm thinking about the project. I find that I like to hold, you know, a thought in my mind of like, what do I have to do today to really get in the zone? Or like, what must I cultivate to get into the creative flow, as it were? But again, you know, tarot is a lot about interpretation and how it kind of fits into your own perception of yourself. Hopefully it'll give us something juicy for the video. And so I'm going to pick 5 cards from here. I'm not gonna look at them like that. I go by vibe and vibe alone. So the first one is being, the message from the spirit about your being at this point in time. This one, I think, is this one. The second one is feeling. So how I'm currently feeling on my path. Sometimes cards just feel right, you know? This one, you saw what it was. I did not. Next one is thinking. Let's do this one. And then doing. What must I be doing? I guess that's like the whole good part of it, you know? Like, what must I do? Cards, tell me what I must do. I'm gonna do this one. And then the final one is the catalyst, which is what's gonna put this all in motion, I guess. Here's the thing. Did I plan this video out perfectly? No. A lot of this is just vibes alone. I'm not here to teach you anything. That's always been a thing on my channel. So if you're looking for teaching, I don't know. But hopefully maybe this will give you some insight into some other things you're gonna do. This is Catalyst card. Okay, the first card. Oh, which is Judgment. Oh, interesting. All right, I'm gonna read each one first before I flip the next card so we can kind of, and then we'll come back and like do kind of a summation of all of it together. So again, to remind you, this one is being, and it's upright. Judgment, upright means judgment, obviously. Rebirth, inner calling, and absolution. Okay, the Judgment card is calling you to rise up and embrace a higher level of consciousness for the service of your higher good. Good thing it's in the being section of it. You're experiencing a spiritual awakening and realize you are destined for so much more. This is your cosmic up-leveling. You heard the call and are ready to act. Tune into a higher frequency and let go of your old self and step into the newest version of who you really are. Indicates you need to make a life-changing decision. But unlike those associated with the logical justice card, this decision requires a blend of intuition and intellect. You may be at a crossroads where that any choice you make will bring a significant change with long-lasting effects. Tune into your higher self, trust your judgment, and know you're on the right path. If you see any clarity on the situation, look to your past and life lessons to guide you. This is fascinating, and this is why sometimes I get a little freaked out by tarot, because I truly am standing at a crossroads. Like, I'm not very far down the path of what I've chosen, but I'm still, you know, on the path, but I'm also still looking back and being like, oh, well, I could like go backwards, you know, and choose a different path. And so commitment is a big problem for me. So this is kind of like, make this decision and commit to it. And with any decision that comes with writing a book, the decision requires a blend of intuition and intellect. You know, I can think my way logically through everything, but at the end of the day, I also need to trust my intuition that I'm choosing the right thing for me. Because if I'm not passionate about the project, I might as well just say fuck it and not try at all. Writing a book takes a long fucking time. That's my first card. Wow. I don't know. Sometimes tarot's fucking weird and, you know, smacks you in the face and you're like, what the fuck? The next one is feeling. How am I currently feeling? Let's see what we switch. Oh, it's the 3 of Wands, I think. I think this is the 3 of Wands. So upright, and it is upright. Progress, expansion, foresight, overseas opportunity. I am kind of definitely feeling in the fact that I am in an expansion portion of my life. You know, I'm trying to expand my horizons, so to speak, with just writing more. 3 of Wands shows that your plans are now well underway and you're considering even more opportunities to expand your current strategy and maximize your ultimate potential. Wow. Sometimes tarot is fucking freaky. You're becoming more aware of the opportunities that exist for you right now, and there's still more to come. To take advantage of this potential, you must stay committed to your path and be prepared to stretch beyond your comfort zone, knowing your best hope lies outside your current environment. It's time to think. big. Consider what you can do to open doors to more development and self-exploration. The card encourages you to dream bigger than your limitations, accept your vision, and be confident you will achieve it. Whew, that's a little bit heavier than I was originally anticipating. So yeah, like I literally just said with the Judgment card that I'm kind of, you know, still looking back, and this card's basically just like, I know you're feeling like you should look back, but you should really be feeling like you can take advantage of moving forward, going into the direction you think you want, going towards this book that you are passionate about and frankly think is a good idea, you know? Very interesting to me. Thanks, Three of Wands. Next up is a 3, which is a feeling, how I'm currently feeling. Nope, thinking. Next up is number 3, which is thinking. So let's see what I'm thinking about, which is, oh, the World. Wow, okay. This tarot reading is interesting. Our second major arcana of the day. And it's also upright, interestingly enough, which is for completion, integration, accomplishment, and travel. Very interesting because I'm currently traveling at the moment. When the World card appears in a tarot reading, you are glowing with a sense of wholeness, achievement, fulfillment, and completion. A long-term project, period of study, relationship, or career has come full circle, and you are now reveling in the sense of closure and accomplishment. That's interesting because I am kind of feeling, I spent the last year and a half really working on my contemporary romance era, basically. I worked really hard on Cruel Summer. I wrote Invisible String, and then I started working on, like, actually I got about 100,000 words in that, and it kind of didn't finish. I'm not done with it. It's not like the end, but I did reach a natural point of like, okay, like this is kind of like a complete moment. The World card invites you to reflect on your journey, honor your achievements, and tune into spiritual lessons. Celebrate your successes and bask in the joy of having brought your goals to fruition. All the triumphs and tribulations along your path have made you into a strong, wise, more experienced person that you are now. Express gratitude for what you've created and harvested. Finally, make sure you don't rush into the next big project. Celebrating the journey will set you up for success when you're ready for your next challenge. Oh, okay. That's very fascinating to me. Interesting. Because, like, I got Judgment as, like, my first card, which is, like, I am actually, like, physically, like, done reaching a significant, you know, I've written multiple books at this point, and I'm in the querying trenches and all that kind of stuff. And then I get the Three of Wands, which is about all of these, like, opportunities are appearing before me. Like, all of my ideas in writing are appearing before me, and it's time to, like, think big and, like, go bigger. But then this card is almost, like, is weirdly, in my interpretation of it, it's really freaky because I am the type of person where I want to jump immediately to the next thing. I'm not satisfied. Like, even if I finish something, I'm like, oh, I want to write something else immediately. Like, I finish a book and I immediately want to write another one. And so this card's almost like feeling this way. I'm feeling that I want to take a break, but I'm also, you know, my mental health, I think, relies on continuing to work, which is very interesting because it is this competing, you know, I'm feeling one way, I'm also feeling like I need a break, but I'm also feeling like I want to continue working. It's very interesting that I got this card, the World, here. I'll have to see what the rest of the cards bring for me. Okay, so number 4 is Doing, which I have the Four of Pentacles, and I don't know off the top of my head what that one means. Okay, and it's also upright. Interesting, all of them have been upright so far. Four of Pentacles, upright, means saving money, security, conservatism, scarcity, and control. Interesting. Okay. The Four of Pentacles asks you to examine your relationship with money. I'd rather not, which is weird for the Doing because it's like what I should be doing is making money, which is like one of my biggest anxieties, but it's fine. Okay, and so its positive state, the Four of Pentacles suggests that you've created a wealth and abundance in maintaining a steady focus on your goals and acting conservatively. You are attentive to long-term financial security, actively saving money and watching your expense so you can accumulate wealth and live in a comfortable lifestyle, not just now, but also in the future, which is interesting because some of what does, obviously, you know, I write because I love to write, and if I didn't love to write, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I'd be doing a different job that made me money because at the moment I make very little money. I am very focused on trying to do things that will, in the long term, set me up for success. But the other half of this says the Four of Pentacles can also suggest you're placing too much value on money and material possessions. You assess your self-worth based on how much you earn, the car you drive, how expensive your home is, and where you take your holidays. So I guess in the case of like creativity and writing, am I focused too much on what is going to get me money as opposed to working really hard on what I'm passionate about, even if it's not going to be the most wise decision when it comes to my financial success in my creative career? I don't know how to think about this. I think I'm a little bit stumped about this, because I do always try to have that balance of, you know, writing what I love, but also being realistic about what is going to get me a book deal. So we'll see. Because like, I wouldn't say I write to make money, but, well, I think I actually probably would. I would love to make money off of my writing because it is, you know, it's the thing I do most often. It's the thing I love more than anything else to do. Okay, well, we'll continue to noodle on that. And then the final one is the Catalyst, which is the middle card, and it is, oh, it's the Devil. I don't think I've ever drawn this card before. It's the Devil. Interesting. Shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction and sexuality. Okay. The devil can represent your shadow or darker side and negative forces that constrain you and hold you back from being the best version of yourself. You may be at the effect of negative habits, dependencies, behaviors, thought patterns, relationships, and addictions. You have found yourself trapped between the short-term pleasure you receive and the long-term pain you experience. Just as the Lover's card speaks to duality and choice, so too does the devil. However, with the devil, you are choosing the path of instant gratification, even if it is at the expense of your long-term well-being. In effect, you have sold your soul to the devil. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny because, like, you know, I'm trying to sell myself to the publishing industry, which is kind of like the devil. The devil card often appears when you have been tricked into thinking you have no control of your shadow self or these negative forces and that you'll never break free from their hold. Oh, okay. When the devil appears in a tarot reading, see it as an opportunity to bring these negative influences into your conscious awareness so you can take action to free yourself from their hold. Shine your light on negative patterns that have been standing in your way for so long, and over time you will loosen the grip they have on you. So it seems to me like the devil card is, you know, it's the devil card. I'm almost kind of seeing it because it says it's the catalyst, which is supposed to be like this, I don't know. I think it's just kind of like the way for me to finally kick off and feel confident about the decisions I've made is to not be listening to the negative voices that are in my head telling me that, you know, this book is either, you know, this book is too hard to write, or the book isn't marketable enough, or, you know, I'm never going to succeed, or it's going to take too long, or it's going to be a struggle bust, essentially, which is interesting as well in tandem with the money card, because as I was literally just talking about, like, trying to balance, and as well with the two of wands, or the three of wands, sorry, like balancing intellect and intuition with making a decision in order to make money. I'm also letting the toxic behaviors in my head overcome me almost. Oh, very interesting. Curious over what kind of means for my writing. Again, this was supposed to be more about like the book itself, which I don't think I looked at it through that lens, but I think because I didn't like lean into that means I still am thinking and struggling with a lot of the same things that I continue to think and struggle with in a general way, because I think and struggle a lot because I have anxiety. I'm gonna have to put some more thought into this, because judgment was about knowing, trusting your judgment and knowing you're on the right path and looking to your life lessons. And this is almost like the past, you know, I'm really confident in the decision that I took to write Cruel Summer and Queer Cruel Summer. Of course, naturally, my phone ran out of space, so I don't know what I last said, to be honest. But anyway, as always, tarot is very interesting to me. It's very interesting to see kind of where my brain naturally kind of congregates meaning towards. Obviously, if you did the spread, you would probably think differently. Like if you got the same cards I did, you would think something different, because everyone is very different in their interpretations and stuff. It's just very fascinating that I am both on this very exciting pathway towards a new book, but at the same time, I'm also like fucking terrified out of my mind about it. And I think I am letting the negative voices too far in my brain, and they're really deeply ingrained. So I think what I do have to work on is just saying, you know, fuck it, I gotta do the work, and I can't, you know, fail myself before I even start. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you're into tarot, let me know. Let me know if you do something similar to the spread. Let me know how you're feeling about your projects and everything that's going on. We are rapidly approaching NaNoWriMo, which is kind of my deadline to start drafting, if I'm being honest, which is honestly fucking terrifying to me. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I love making these kind of things, talking about this kind of stuff. It's like an easier way to kind of focus in on talking about writing insecurities and writing things that we do. And oh, my earring's falling out of my ear. So do let me know how you're feeling and what kind of the vibes are recently with you and your projects and your writing. And I'm just gonna be over here with my tarot deck, me and my tarot deck against the world, or against my own fucking brain. Writing is a very solitary action, but what I do love about it is the ability to talk about it with all of you writers who are interested in hearing what I have to say, and maybe also feel some comfort in the fact that you are not alone if you are dealing with writing insecurities, especially when it comes to picking out what book you're going to be writing next, or what kind of career choice you want to make with writing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you can like it down below. It lets me know that you're enjoying this, and it really helps out my channel. You can also subscribe if you want to see more of my rambling face every single week. And with that, I'm gonna skedaddle because it's almost time for lunch, and your girl's got to fuel up before she starts writing. Bye, everyone.